Can miracles as described in religious texts, especially the Bible, be explained or accepted in a scientific worldview that's grounded in natural laws and causality? I believe it can, as long as you don't make the mistaken assumption that natural laws explain everything we see going on in reality. The space-time theorems actually establish that the cause of the universe must be some agency outside of matter, energy, space, and time. And so it tells us that miracles really can happen. I mean, when scientists confront me and say, can you give me proof of an actual miracle? I say, well, the biggest miracle that science could ever possibly uncover is the coming into existence of the physical universe from beyond matter, energy, space, and time. And so once we got that big miracle on the table, that cannot be scientifically disputed, but rather scientifically established, that opens up the door that maybe lesser miracles are also possible. The Bible speaks of these miracles. Probably the one that's the most outstanding is the bodily resurrection of Jesus from the dead. You say, how can science explain that? Well, here's where we can use historical evidences, just like they do in a court of law, where they look at the eyewitness accounts. They try to explain how from the historical events you can explain this phenomena. And if you're trying to deny the bodily resurrection of Jesus from the dead, you actually have to say, well, maybe the Romans were responsible for the fact that we don't have evidence for the body. They stole the body of Jesus, and that's why we don't see the body, or the Jewish leaders did, or the disciples overcame a cohort of Roman soldiers. But historically, those kinds of explanations have been shown to be statistically impossible. How can a group of 11 men who are not militarily trained overcome a cohort of Roman soldiers, which is anywhere from 16 to 200 Roman soldiers, where they've been trained for a 2-year period before they enter into guard duty, and they're actually prepared to defend an area of 10 square yards around them against all odds, and therefore people have concluded that when you actually look at the historical case for the bodily resurrection of Jesus from the dead, it's stronger than the historical evidence we have for the defeat of Napoleon at Waterloo. And so with that miracle established, the miracle of the universe established, the creation of the miracle of the universe established, that opens the door for other miracles. And one thing I've been sharing with people who are followers of Jesus Christ, if you will prepare good reasons, sound reasons for your faith and hope in Jesus Christ, and are able to deliver them with gentleness and respect, you will personally experience miracles. Just like the miracles you see in the book of Acts, where you have Peter and the Roman centurion. God brings them together. And I've seen that person in my own life, where God will supernaturally intervene to bring people that He's prepared in advance to hear and respond to the good reasons I've received. I mean, I can give you one piece of evidence. When I'm traveling on airplanes and sitting in airports waiting for my flight, over half the conversations I have with people are with people with doctoral degrees in science or doctoral degrees in theology. And we all know that doesn't make up half of the flying U.S. public. God knows who those people are, He knows who I am, and He supernaturally brings them together, just like He did with Cornelius and Peter in Acts chapter 10.